Hello and welcome back. This is 4 Things We Learned from Ken Andrews.
I'm Mark.
I'm Justin.
And we're My Loving Tiger.
We started this band 17 years ago. Now we're back
to revisit, re-record, and re-release every song we've ever written.
So come and join us.
But first, who is Ken Andrews? Ken Andrews is a producer, mixer, and multi-instrumentalist best known as the frontman for 90s rock band Failure. Ken gained his studio experience self-producing their records, including their best-known album, Fantastic Planet. Ken has been involved in several other musical projects. Year of the Rabbit, which is an alternative rock band where Ken played guitar, sang, and also produced. His solo project, On, a cover band with members of Tool and Failure called Replicants, and Digital Noise Academy, which is a project blending rock and electronic elements. In the studio, Ken has worked with artists across multiple genres, including Under Oath, Paramore, and many more. If you're curious, check his Wikipedia page for an extensive list of credits. Ken's work on In Motion by Copeland and The Everglow by May were particularly influential on our productions. If you listen to these 2 records, you'll hear many of his signature production techniques. Like us, Ken balances the role of producer, mixer, and multi-instrumentalist. Tip number 1. Use the same tools as Ken Andrews. Ken is very interested in process and tools. After studying his workflow and methodology, there are a few themes we can take from his approach. Ken is particular about the tools he uses, and he uses the same tools in most of his recordings. For guitar and bass, he uses fractal amps and effects. On drums, he uses slate drums, and he quantizes his drums. Most of his vocals are recorded with the SM7. He really likes getting that consistent, in-your-face sound that you get from the SM7. For plugins, he uses the SSL channel strip, room emulators like the Ocean Way Room and Altiverb. He uses tape emulators. He also uses the Soundtoys microshifter on vocals and guitars. He does this so that in 6 months, he can come back, change a part, overdub a guitar, or punch a word, and it'll sound exactly the same. Tip number 2, set up your session like Ken. For his productions, Ken mixes in the box and sticks to a specific workflow to work faster, stay organized, and to focus on creative decisions. First off, Ken uses a template in his DAW for all his sessions. In his session, he has all his plugins and routing preloaded to save time and maintain consistency. He also uses track presets. For example, he'll have the channel settings for a particular instrument like rhythm guitar or snare saved so he can quickly load up that as a starting place. Once Ken has his tracks loaded into his session, he creates what he calls a waterfall. This means that each instrument in a section of a song, verse 1 guitar, chorus 1 guitar, verse 2 guitar, chorus 2 guitar, gets a unique track. This allows Ken to avoid automation and to give each section a unique sonic character. Tip number 3. Route your effects like Ken. When it comes to effects and processing, Ken favors using sends over having the effects directly on the tracks. This is a form of parallel processing where the effects are applied separately and mixed back in, providing more control and flexibility. Tip number 4. Stem your mix. When Ken uses all these methods together, it allows him to what he calls stem in one pass. Stems play an important role in the professional mix world. Not only does this help with session backup and recall, but often stems are used in alternative mixes and releases. So having a quick, accurate, and consistent stemming workflow is essential. If there's one word I'd use to summarize Ken's approach, it's consistency. Every choice he makes is about making reliable, repeatable results and allowing room for creative decisions. So that's what we learned from Ken Andrews. We hope to see you in the next one when we look at what else we can learn from other producers.